Man, this is the life. Welcome to Fiji, everybody. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. By the title of this video, you will know that we are doing something extremely amazing today that I'm so excited about. We are going to be traveling internationally. Now, the last time I traveled internationally was about 1.5 years ago, which is an extremely long time for myself and for Anna. And that flight was like pretty horrendous. We flew from the UK to New Zealand in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of basically when everything was happening. So today will be the first look around like what international travel will look like again coming out of New Zealand and also coming back into New Zealand. The border restrictions have changed now and the whole thing is just like really exciting. So today I'm going to be going over what you need to fly to Fiji and then what we need to also come back into New Zealand. Starting off with flying to Fiji, first thing that we need, I need to get my little checklist off, is you need to have your COVID-19 vaccination certificate. You need to be double vaxxed and you have to apply for this online. So once you get your jab, you can go on to www.mycovidvaccine and you can basically get yourself an international passport. Now you need to fill out a few details, but it should be emailed to you within like 10 to 12 hours, they say. So make sure you do this before you fly. You have to have your international passport. Number 2, you have to have travel insurance, including COVID. So we booked through State. Now State do cover COVID-19, make sure you do because again they won't let you on the flight unless you're covered. Now ours was around $70 for around 6 days, so again not bad at all, but you will pay a little bit extra for that COVID support in case anything happens. Number 3, you have to have a negative test before you board the flight and go to a different country. So this can either be your RAT test or your PCR test. Now the RAT test can be taken 24 hours before you hop on the plane and the PCR test can be 72 hours before the plane. Now there are a little bit of cost differences, but I'll go into those more in detail because we have to go and get ours very soon. Number 4, flying to Fiji, is you need to have a COVID test 48 to 72 hours after you arrive in Fiji. Now you're free to go around as normal, you can go to all your hotels and everything, but between that 48 hour to 72 hours, you need to make sure you're taking a test. Now it needs to be booked on the Fiji website and paid for before you can board your flight. So again, I'll put all of these links down below so that you can check them all out, but make sure this is done, otherwise you won't be going anywhere. Now another little thing to note is also in New Zealand to come back in. Now this is regardless of any country that you're traveling from, whether you're a New Zealand citizen or resident, you have to have a pass that's called My Traveller Pass. Now you have to go onto the New Zealand website, and again I'll put these links down below. You have to fill out that you're going to be entering New Zealand. You have to show again that you're vaccinated. You have to show your COVID tracing. You've got to upload your passport details, upload your negative test before you come into New Zealand if it's required. From Fiji at the moment, we don't need a negative test coming back in. However, from a lot of other countries in the world, you will. So just make sure you check out all of this information. So the first thing that myself and Anna need to do is get our RAT test. Now it's currently 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is 24 hours before our flight. We fly at 1:30 and I'm so excited. Fingers crossed and everything that we are negative, but let's go. Alrighty guys, so we are just waiting. We've just gone to get our RAT test. Now the RAT test is obviously a rapid allergen test. You have to have this test around 24 hours before you board your flight. You can also have the PCR test, but that's 72 hours before. So we just went to the local pharmacy. It is a really good idea to make sure that you book. They're super busy, and just make sure that you get your spot. So we went to just a pharmacy called Unichem. Now it was $65 and it's 15 minutes. So they just kind of like supervise you to make sure you're doing the RAT test properly. And now we're just waiting for our results. It'll take 15 minutes, but I think this is like a really nerve-wracking 15 minutes because you're like, is it positive, is it negative? So we're just gonna like cross our fingers and hope that we're negative so that we can fly to Fiji. Okay, so I just got the text message through and I can't see, all I can see is the top of it. It says, I feel really nervous about it. Okay. Kia ora Megan, your COVID-19 allergen test negative. Yay! There you go. Easy as that. It literally took like 10 minutes and voila, I'm gonna be in Fiji in 4 hours. Woo! Did you get yours?
Your Honour, your COVID positive. No.
What? Shagging.
I'm negative.
Get away.
Let's go.
Let's go to Fiji. Alrighty guys, we are all packed and let's go to the airport and check it out. I am so excited. I'm unsure on the boarding process really because they ask for a lot of things, obviously what I've just gone over, so it'll be really interesting to see how smooth it goes. Alrighty guys, so the check-in actually went really well. As you will see, it was so busy. We waited for about an hour to get everything done, but again, the process was like super easy. It was just waiting in the line for such a long time. So make sure you get here on time and allow a lot more time because they're checking for so many extra things. But all of like the rat tests and everything were already uploaded on the passport, which was amazing news. It was super smooth. We got our boarding passes. We came through duty free for the first time in a while. It's like super weird just to be in the airport again, but it's so awesome. So our boarding is at about 1 o'clock for a flight at 1:30. We need to get some food because let's just say we are hungry. We haven't eaten since this morning. It's been like a long process and now we're just pumped. We're in that vacation mode of like Bula, Fiji, ooh, ooh. So just picked up a nice like ham and cheese toasty here from a really good place called the Alps. They do really good coffee too. I'm just noticing the airport is actually busier than I thought it would be. There's only 2 international flights going out of here today, one from Singapore and then one to Fiji. And I'm surprised. There's just like quite a few people around enjoying. I think now that New Zealand borders are open, people are just like way more open to travel and stuff. So it's really nice to see. And yeah, everyone just happy and around and traveling again. It's just normal, I think.
Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and almost still could fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. Out in the unknown, story took its toll. Thought I would've grown off the beaten track to become a better man, sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love?
So we're about 2 hours into our flight currently, and it's about 3 hours 40 to get to Fiji. And the flight is actually so packed, like there's not one seat on the plane that we can't, like that's empty. It's just so full. One thing that's real cool though is I was just looking outside and looking at the clouds, and it just reminds me of like, clouds are so weird, eh? They're kind of like candy floss. They're like these big fluffy cushion things that you just think that you can jump on. We've got about 55 minutes till we land in Fiji. I'm getting so excited. But what's cool is there's these little stats. So it says like it's minus 54 degrees outside. I can see like little icicles on the window. It's pretty cool. I'm so excited to land and actually be like in Fiji island life, you know?
Feels like I can't hold on.
Thank you. Welcome to Fiji!
Hola!
We finally made it. It was so cool. When we came out of the airport, there was like all these Fijian people like singing and dancing. It was just like one of the most amazing welcomes. But the thing that hits you first is the heat. I am already like sweating. It is so hot. But that was just like when they were singing and the like welcome that we got, it actually gave me goosebumps. Like it was one of the coolest experiences.
So cute.
It was so awesome.
I have to say, at the start, it kind of scared me because they're all waiting you, and then I started to walk and they were quiet. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna like try to give me like scared stuff. But they were so cute, so lovely,
and they just started singing,
smiling so much, so nice.
I'm so excited. This is just like an absolute highlight. I can hear them now. It just makes me want to like dance. Alright guys, we made it to Fiji. We made it to our hotel which we're staying for the night. We are staying in a place called Smuggler's Cove just for one night because we've got so many exciting things planned for Fiji. I hope this video helped you kind of see how normal travel is. The plane was packed, the food services were going, we had the most amazing welcome. Like, to me, the flight just felt really normal, and I'm just like so excited for this trip to get started, which it is right now. But this is the end of this video. I hope this helped you kind of figure out how international travel is. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow on all of our Fiji adventures. We've got so many amazing things planned for the next couple of days. On that note, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!